Well, my friends, it's time for a quick update, and I'm still trying to figure out how to look cool with this Uzbek hat. I hope you like it. News number one, my autobiography smashes all the records, and so far 38.6 people downloaded and purchased the vid, and I have no idea who 0.6 people are, how they managed to get into that statistics, but I suspect at least half of these people are somehow connected to Landstar Safety Department. Maybe they're trying to figure out if there was any other unauthorized stops, truck. I emailed the salesperson this morning, and he says he didn't hear anything different from the plant. So the schedule is it goes on the conveyor September 30th, 30, right? Basically in a few days, and so I'll probably have it only middle of October. So the trailer is still here. So I spent a week in Niagara Falls, just enjoying my vacation, flying the helicopter. Took that scary Dragon Dungeon ride, and my Hero 3 let me down. Well, it was my fault, but I didn't do the movie, and I earned one free night, so I came back to Cambridge, checked my trailer, it's all there, and now of course what I'm doing is I'm searching for a job. I applied online at truckdriver.com, and right away I got an automated reply from Schneider National asking me to apply online, like do a full application on their website. And there's a big yard right next to pretty much where, near my home base, and I found their phone number on Google Maps, and I called recruiting, and they said the hiring process can take up to 2 weeks. And I said, I'm just looking for 1 month. I'm not looking for a permanent position. Well, they say if you apply right now, do it this afternoon. You still have to go through the orientation, and then maybe I'll make it for the next week orientation. So which doesn't make sense, so I also talked with a temp agency, like employment agency that act as a broker for some big companies that constantly need people because people die, people retire, people get killed, all that kind of fun stuff. Or basically people quit because they don't want to pay them, right? And these guys, I think I mentioned this before, they only pay 37 cents per mile and 17 bucks an hour, that's all Canadian, for waiting after 2 hours. And I got 9 years of experience, and now I'm back in this pool, and it's kind of surprising to me, like the prices. Oh, and yeah, they do pay 40 cents per mile if you want to run a flatbed, but just think about it. So if I do 1,000 miles with these guys, I will make $370, 1,000 miles, so 740 bucks Canadian if I do 2,000 miles. And I never did more than 2,000 when I was with Landstar because I was in percentage, right? There was no point. And of course then there's tax, right? So they're going to deduct the tax. I'll probably make like, I don't know, $500 a week. I think I'll keep selling my autobiography and maybe persuade that 0.6 person to download it finally, and then I'll have 39 people. So better than driving someone's old truck. And then I found another company, actually a friend of mine. He quit Landstar on his own accord, and he joined these guys in Ontario, and he says they're pretty good. So I called him. I said, here's the situation. I'm between trucks. Right now I'm just looking for temporary position, and then I might join you when I get my new truck, because I'm still kind of trying to decide whether to go with my own authority, MC number, and become a carrier, or just still work for someone for a couple of months, maybe till it's gets warm again, because now it's getting colder and colder. As soon as it's gonna start snowing, Canada, it's not a very fun place to be in winter. And so these guys say they're looking for people to do local work, and I said, how much you pay? He says 24 bucks an hour, which sounds way better than the temp agency offer. But the only thing is that their yard is, to reach them from here, it's 1.5 hours, right? So if I drive 1.5 hours in the morning, then 1.5 hours back, that's 3 hours, you know. So I wouldn't be too happy doing some local work, because I know some family guys would appreciate it, right? But I don't need to be at home because I don't have a home, right? I need a long haul job so that I can get a sleeper truck with a sleeper, so I can sleep in there. But I called them, left them my number. The guy said, "Oh, we'll call you back." And so far I have not heard from them. And checked out some movies. I saw this new one called A Walk Among the Tombstones, and I really don't like that, you know, so much killing, so much blood. Didn't like it. It's like too graphic, you know, like where they show these pieces of person's body wrapped up in some plastic, you know, like it's sick. I don't know, who would want to see a movie like that? Well, I did go because I thought it was, I saw it was based on a novel, like a best-selling novel, and I like films that are based on novels like that, because then they're supposed to be better than regular movies, right? Didn't like it. So, but what I did like is that I went on Netflix the other night and I started looking, and they all have all these old movies, and I was looking for some kind of sci-fi flick, and I found there was a canceled TV show back in like 2001, 2005 called Firefly. And I read the comments, and all comments were like 99.9% positive, you know. And I started watching, and they have a Netflix in Canada, because the selection changes between Canada and US. I noticed that as soon as I cross the border into US, I see different movies, you know. Like not altogether different, but the offers are different. So in Canada, they still have this Firefly, and I think it's like 10 episodes, and I started watching yesterday, and I fell asleep during like episode 2 or 3, but it was really great. It's like a combination of science fiction and like a cowboy movie, and I don't know, horses and you know, spaceships. I loved it. I love stories, you know. Anyway, so that was a quick update. So Sergei DRATCHEV here, so looking for a job, and waiting for my new truck. Thanks for watching. Be safe.